So recently when I was on my way to Florida, I was watching some videos on Neville Goddard, and I'm not sure if you know who he is, but he was a philosopher and he did a lot of lectures on the Bible, and I really love his information. And he talks a lot about manifestation and reality creation. And I was watching some videos about his ladder experiment. And if you don't know what that is, you're supposed to, before sleep, you're supposed to visualize yourself climbing up a ladder. Right before you go to sleep is like when you can access your subconscious, and if you're working on like manifestation and reality creation, that's when you're supposed to be working on doing that. And so the experiment is you are supposed to imagine yourself climbing up a ladder for 3 nights, and then he like pretty much guarantees that you'll end up climbing up a ladder. But I was like, I'm going to Florida. I'm going to try this. There is absolutely no way I'm climbing up any ladders. We were going to be on the beach doing family pictures, things like that. So I was like, yeah, right. I'm not going to be climbing up any ladders or anything like that. So the first night I imagined myself climbing a ladder, and then during the day you're supposed to be like, I'm not going to climb a ladder, I'm not going to climb a ladder, I'm not going to climb a ladder. And so the first night I imagined myself climbing up a ladder. Second night I imagined myself climbing up a ladder. On the third day, not the third night, the third day that we were in Florida, the boys had been complaining that their room was really super hot. And so I went in there and I was looking around the room, picking up like towels, and you know how boys' rooms are, towels and clothes and things like that. And I look up at the ceiling and I realize that the vent is closed at the top in the ceiling. And so I freaking climbed the bunk bed ladder to open up the vent. After 2 nights of imagining that I was going to climb a ladder and believing that I was not going to be climbing a ladder. So our thoughts create our reality, and we can manifest and we can bring things into our existence just by our thoughts. So it has really reminded me how powerful my thoughts are and how important it is, like when you are feeling sick and tired and things like that, like how if we're constantly thinking about it, constantly thinking you're sick, constantly thinking you're poor, you're not good enough, how that creates a vibrational frequency, and that's actually what you're broadcasting. So that's my ladder experience.